Hey everybody, it's Kate Richburg. Welcome to Beadshop Live. It is Wednesday, February 26th. I'm sitting at my desk again today because my workspace over there is kind of a little messy. So I'm here at my desk. Miranda's filling behind me. Look, they can see you. There she is, filling. Chris is over there doing some more work. We're getting this all done, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Let's see. Thank you. Love you. And I've got some coffee. Thank you to my Chris for that. My goodness, everyone is here. The door is open. The side door is open. So you might hear there's this bird who's been singing with all of their might. So you might hear this bird bringing it home for sure. Let's see. Gosh, so many people are watching today. Thank you so much for everybody being here. It's great to have you. A couple of things to catch you all up on. We had our enrollments for our bead retreat that sold out in under 24 hours. Thank you so much. So the bead retreat officially is full. But if you are into, you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't get a chance to sign up, email us over at info@beadshop.com and we can put you on the waiting list. Once in a while, usually there's like a cancellation. So if you want to be on that waiting list, please email me and we can put you on. Okay, so thank you all so much for trusting us with your bead retreat dreams. It's going to have so much fun. We're going to have so much good times. We've got so much fun planned for that. Also on Saturday, it's March 1st. It is monthly mix drop and it's Janice's monthly mix. So that'll be there. You can hear the flight wing flying over us too, I think, because the door is open. I don't know if you heard that, but the jets are flying today. So it's great to have everybody here. So this week I am on a mission to finish projects. I know, Christine, right? It is March already. Saturday is March. It's crazy. Years flying by. So I'm on a mission to finish things today. So we are going to do that. We are on the, I'm sorry, I'm talking and reading comments at the same time. So sorry about that. Yes, here at the, oh, shoot. I almost had a disaster. There we go. Thanks, Miranda. One of the lights almost flew off. Yeah, I think so. I'm still looking all right. Yeah, the flight wing, we have both women and men pilots for the flight wing. So it's great. It's great to have them all here and flying for us. Okay. Lorraine, can you hear those birds? Right? They are all over right out here. It's because I've got an orange tree right outside my door. So they are just singing. It's the northern mockingbird. So yes, it's out here. And yes, we're working super hard. We're getting orders out, getting them out the door. And folks, if you need something super expedited, you can always email us and let us know what the story is. Okay, so but we're moving right along, doing our best work. Let me add this camera and I'll show you what we're going to be working on. I'm going to finish the year-end wrap. Yeah, that bird is like it's right here. Yeah, I hope he doesn't hop in. You never know. I'll get him to beating. Oh, Linda, do you want to see the earrings? Yeah, let me add my this right here. Let me solo it and I'll get a couple of things. These are Emily's, back in the day when Emily did those great her brick stitch earrings. And these I did with the 11-aught 190, the nickel plated. Let me zoom in. I know he's literally right right here. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Right? Yeah, it's definitely spring. Spring has sprung. The orange blossoms. I have an orange tree that's right outside my door. And the oranges, I think we just picked the last of the oranges, which were so amazing. And but the blossoms, it's going to start blossoming soon, and it's amazing. I'll share a photo when it blossoms, because the smell is like intoxicating for sure. So those earrings are the brick stitch earrings that Emily made a while back. I have another one of her brick stitch earrings. I don't know where the other one went, but I'll show you another one. And I'll show you, I've got my templates here and stuff. Let me show you. Let's show you all this stuff. So this was this would also be really good in 15s. Emily did this one as a brick stitch earring, right? They might be the meteorite earrings. Let me see, JP, if I can. Whoops, here we go. Let me check. This is another one that Emily did with 2-drop brick stitch. I love this one. She did this one with the Charlottes. Let me look and see what it is. Meteorite. It could be. These are so great for spring into summer. They are. That's the exact one, Janice, is what those are. It looks like we're out of a couple of things, but you can make some substitutions for them. They're really fun to make. Those are they. Yeah, I love them. Fast and easy, great for spring. You can make these tassels as long as you want to make them. This Celsian, this 3mm Celsian, I think we're out of right now. We may not be able to get it in. That may be the issue. But you can always substitute it. This is a rondelle down here. Yeah, it's really fun. I love them. Oh, good, Carrie Keaton. I love it that you you made them. I do love them. I know this bird, it's so happy. I hope it's not bothering anyone. It literally is right here. I looked it up on my bird app, and yeah, it said it was a mockingbird. So that sucker's singing for all it's worth. So here it is, these guys. And then this one is one that Emily did. I just love this shape, right? So nice. I love it. So there's a lot with the brick stitch. That is so fun. Oh, everyone's jumping on. I love it. Jan, it's going to be great to see you at the retreat. So many of you are on here that signed up for the retreat. We're so grateful that you're spending your travel dollars with us. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate. Yes. So Christine, I will tell you what bird app I have to, hang on. Let me tell you what it is. It's my new, I'm going to take I've got to go to my phone here and look. I think here it is. I'll show you what it is. It is the Merlin Bird ID. It's done by a university. I'm trying to remember which one. But it's the Merlin Bird app. And you can set everything for like your local. So I have it set for Fresno, California, and it records the bird song. So it'll tell you all of the birds. So see, here's all the birds that are likely to be found in Fresno. Yes. Oh, that's great, Elaine. You have the Merlin out. I love it. And it's just really fun to see who's out and about. So yeah, it's fun. Yeah, Merlin Bird ID. That's the one. That's the one that I have right here. All right. So good to know. Good to know that I'm in good company. Let me attach my phone back to this broadcast. Hang on. Let me do that. I think I am attached. There we are. I know. What is it about birds that are just so good? Oh, the eagle cam. Yeah, Big Bear. Yes, that's so awesome too. We just need these little daily reminders of like peace and joy, right? Oh, good. I'm so glad I'm not alone in the Merlin app. Yay. See, Miranda, there are other people that have the Merlin app.
I'm not judging.
I know. She's not judging for sure. Let me show you. Let me zoom out and let's kind of refresh and renew with this one. So you remember this was the year-end wrap that I did at the end of the year, and I did one other broadcast on it, and I showed you how to add. I'm going to show you how to finish this one out, right? And then I'll show you how to end it. So this is where I'm at with this. Let me tighten this one up, and then let me measure. Okay. So here's my wrist, just as an FYI, my wrist is 6.5 inches. And just a reminder, if you didn't watch this broadcast, that's when we were talking about how to create a your own template for these. And so we did that. So here we've got, I did the 4mm fire polish. Do you remember this? Let me get a little closer so you can see this. I did the 4mm fire polish. Here's the snake knot that's right here. Then we did the 4mm fire polish in Pony Express. Then I did the Delica ladder with traditional laddering. And here I did the Bollywood section. And I was going to do the infinity with Kate's favorite here, but I need to do this kind of quick. So I'm actually going to, instead of the infinity with the Kate's favorite, because this is really done right here with this Bollywood section, I'm going to do the knot, the snake knot down there. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do with that. But it's fun to have a length. I know how long this needs to be. This is going to be the macrame down here and the loop down here. So anyway, it was a really fun way to kind of build a map for your wrap bracelet. And so watch the the earlier broadcast to get more of that info there. So let's see where I'm at with wrapping this around just to make sure that I'm on target right here. I love it that we are all so into the birds, right? The birds just kind of give us a little bit of respite and shows us how we are more alike than we are different, my friends, right? So here we are, and I'm going to turn it. So I need some knots about to here. And I actually think that the knotting, that snake knot, will be a good contrast to these other ones as well. Okay, so that's good. Yep, I agree, Margaret. We just have to do daily goodness, daily hits of what's good in the world. And all of you, my dear friends who are watching, are part of my daily good. So we really appreciate that. Let me go ahead. I'm going to put, I'm going to do a couple more of these Bollywood ones, just a couple, right? And then I'm going to put on one of these Pony Express, and then I'll do the knotting. Okay. So let me get this. Let me get this onto the board. Let me put this on. There we go. So just an FYI, there's going to be no Saturday broadcast this Saturday, no stitch in, because one of my best friends, you all have met Christine. You may remember when my buddy Susan was here. I think she was here in October visiting. Well, my bestie is turning the big 6-0. And when one of the, trifecta of your besties, actually I have more than a trifecta, but of my besties says to you, all I want for my 60th birthday is for you to come visit. And so we can sew, her mom will make really amazing foods and we'll have the best time ever. So you've got to go, right? So I am driving over the pass to Reno this weekend, just outside Reno, Carson City. So I will not be around. I'm going to take a well-deserved little bit of time off, but I will of course be back. I'm going to leave right after our broadcast on Friday, and then I'll be back before the broadcast on Wednesday. So it's going to be good times, good, fun times. But all of that to say, while I do this, is I have something really special for you for our next stitch in. I know a lot of you really loved the Frida patch. So I'm thinking about my next kind of stitch in kit that I'm going to share with you. And I think it's going to be France themed, right? I've got some fun things for you. So stay tuned for that. I also, next week, Janice and I have week 2 of our Pearl Masterclass. I've got a great drop for you for that. I'm also going to be dropping some fun things this weekend. Saturday is the monthly mix is dropping. And then Sunday, I'm going to drop at noon on Sunday, so you don't have to get up at midnight. My mom's journals will be up on Sunday, and I will also have some other special stuff for you on Sunday as well. Okay? So, and yeah, my mom is coming to, as my mom likes to say, my family calls this our studio out here. They call it the factory. I think it's because my niece called it the factory, or maybe my brother, I don't know. But my mom will be here. And she will tenderly check each of your orders before they go out. So yes, it's family biz. We're doing our best, my friends, doing our best. And as always, we couldn't do it without you. Plus, my mom and Miranda have far too much fun when they're hanging out, right? So I know you're going to mischief. So here is, I'm going to take these beads off. I'm going to take these beads off on this end. And this was the Bollywood section. And I'm using micro Ceylon here is what I'm using on this, because I also used micro for the laddering. So I used it also for the macrame. So Karen, this is a great question. We're keeping an eye on this about new tariffs, how it's going to affect orders and things like that. We're keeping an eye on it. For now, I don't think anything is affected yet, but we'll let you know what's happening, what's shaking. Again, we really appreciate the support of our dear neighbors to the north, our neighbors to the south, our neighbors everywhere. Our international neighbors, my friends, thank you so much for your support. While I'm doing this as well, I'll give a shout out to Leslie. I'm glad you're doing better again. Our condolences on the death of your papa. I know it's hard to lose a family member for sure. So I know that we're all thinking of you. This is all one big beating family here, right? From wherever we are. I love it. And thank you, JP, for putting that up. It was in the newsletter today. The Perfect End Thread Burner is back in. Okay. So, and yeah, don't worry, Margaret. I have checked the advisories. We're all fine. I wouldn't be going if it were at all going to be any hint of storming. So I'm all good. But thank you for your concern for us, for sure, for me. So now I'm going to start. Pardon me. Sorry, I'm going to have another drink of my coffee. Sorry, I think it's spring. My voice is going. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this snake knot here. And I'm going to carry along this thread because I've got plenty of thread here. And I'm going to carry this thread along as I do my snake knot because I want to macrame this end closed over here. Okay. So I don't know if you were watching a couple of weeks ago when I was doing this with Danielle Wicks and I couldn't quite snake knot it, but I think I've got it now. So I'm going to start on the right-hand side here. I'm going to get the left-hand side, pull it up, and go through this loop. Miranda, would you get me a mint, please, or something?
Yeah.
I don't know what. I was fine a second ago. No, we've got those red birds. And then I go through here. Let me just make sure this is right. And I will. Yeah, still not right. Hang on. I'm thinking about the red bird mint. So hang on. Okay. Let me do this. I used Zap on the Ceylon ends is what I use. Okay. The snake knot struggle is real, Ma, for sure. Let me zoom out. You know, it might be, I think I'm rethinking this, carrying this along. So hang on. Okay. There's that. Let me do this. I'm going to pull this down. I'm just going to glue this off. I'm not going to carry this along. It's too tiresome. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there. Between the birds, my voice. All of a sudden I'm scattered, so I got to rein it in. Rein it in. Okay. I'm also trying to get the lid back on this. Back on this GS. Okay, there it is. So now I put a little dab of the glue there. Okay. And let me get in a little tighter so you can see this. I'm going to do a knot here over the glue like that. Then I'm going to come in and put one more dab of glue here on the sides. Do one more here, like that, and glue. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a second, and I'm going to get the thread burner. Okay. So, Debbie, I am glad that you are here as well. Thank you so much. Let me grab the thread burner. Not being in my usual demo spot is also throwing me off, but I wanted to sit in my comfy chair, I guess, and be really close to the birds. Let me get the thread burner here. Hopefully this one has a Has a good battery in it. Now I'm going to come in, and since I've got quite a bit of glue right here, so I'm just going to thread burn this away. Come in. And this one as well. Okay. And this one. Okay. Now, this will just come right up here. I didn't want to push that macrame too tight, but it got pushed a little bit. Let me see if I can spread that back out. Kind of get that in there. Okay. So that's good to go there. Okay. So now let's get back to, and this is the mix, Kim, with the honey butter mix, but you could use apparition too, right? I did this with the new henna cord we got in at the beginning of the year, and all of that has been restocked. We were out of it. It was back ordered because I think everyone thought this looked like it was Mocha Mousse, right? So, but we've just got it back in. The 1.5 millimeter just went back in, I think, yesterday. So it's in stock. I think I used the 1.5 in here, but you could use the 1.5 or the 1 millimeter. Doesn't matter. So now, snake knot. Loop the right end, go through on the left end, on the left side, go through that loop. Now I'm going to go over this cord, under the back, and through this loop. Okay? And so you get kind of this two loop kind of thing, right? And we just tighten it up. Okay? I'll do it again. Here, the loop, I come through the left side, over this cord, under the back two cords, and up through that loop. And it's in the knot pendium that I have under our learning. It's in our knot pendium, so you can follow along. All of my kind of tried and true knots are in there. We also have a section for Kate's Classic Knots, which has another few little things. Okay, so there it is. Let me get a little tighter in here. Okay, so you can see this. I'm going to do 5 total. Okay. Let me pull this over just a little bit. And you can kind of arrange it, kind of tighten it up. So there's the loop. I go through, over, behind, and up through. I think I couldn't do it because Danielle put me on the spot. You remember? Yeah, that was fun. But she ended with a barrel knot, so what are you going to do? Around, over, to the back, and up through. So now I have 5. Did this go right? Yeah. I've got 5 little snake knots right here. Oh, this one went backwards. Hang on. That wasn't quite right. I was getting a little too cavalier. Here's this. I go through. I go over. I go under. And I go up through the loop. Okay, just like that. Okay. So there we go. All right. So let me I'm going to put on a Pony Express since I have them, right? And the length, the last little section that I have on here, I was going to do it as Kate's favorite, but instead, which is infinity stitch with the shadows beads, right? So I'm just gonna instead, I wanted some knotting, so that's what I'm gonna do on this. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see it. Okay, there it is. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do 5. Come around, over, under, and through the loop. It's the year of the snake knot, right? Is this right here? Yeah, I keep doing this backwards. I'm not sure why. Hang on. Let me get into the groove. I'm going to stop looking at the comments for just a second. I have one eye on the comments, one eye on my snake knot.
I would love to see that.
Right? God. Oh, soon you're going to hear the beautiful sound of the order printer or the label printer. I know. It's got birds, label printer. Alfie just went inside. And by the way, thank you all for your great pet pictures. Those of you who sent us a pet picture got an Alfred picture in response. Those are all from Miranda. Those Alfie photos. We've loved it.
It's him sleeping on the job.
Yeah, he's sleeping on the job. Slacker. Slacker. I don't know. I got that one wrong too. Let me pull it out. See, because I was thinking of Alfred. Try it again. Yeah, because it takes a year to master it. Exactly. Okay. Let me slow it down. Over with the left through the loop. Over, under, and up through this loop. Pull it tight. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you can't be like too speedy with it, right? You have to really be in the moment for these knots. Through, over, behind, and under. And yes, these are regular shadows right here that I'm using here. And this whole project is under Mocha Mousse, under wrap bracelets, under Year End Wrap. So this is the regular shadow. This is the little shadow that's next to it, which you could also use instead, right? But I use this one because I liked the way that the copper looked. I wanted it to be a little bit bigger. Through, over, around the back, and through the loop. I know, I had to, full disclosure, I had to watch my own video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I was doing it, Miranda's all, "Are you watching yourself?" And I was like, I am watching myself. Okay, let's see. Here, it's about right there. So I think I can do 2 more sets. I think I can do 2 more sets right here. 1 more set of 5, and then maybe just 1 more set of 5. Let's see. Well, I'll do 5 more and a because I need time for the space for the closure and stuff, right? So here's this. Got a little loose right there. That snake is loose. We don't want that. Okay. There we go. That looks good. Let me get a little closer in here. Yeah, I like the pony beads in between here. I like doing the knots and breaking up the knots with some beads for sure. Over, under, and up through. I need to do 5 more of these. Then I also need to show you how to close that portion up in the laddering section. Over, through, over, behind, and through the loop. And tighten. Another one through. This knot, the snake knot, it really eats up a lot of leather. But I think I cut 4 yards, I think was the original. So I had plenty to work with. Right. And then this, I go through and over and behind and up through. Yeah, I agree with that, Karen. I feel like it really showcases this leather for sure. And that is really very kind of you. Yes, the pony beads, right? And the snake knot, right? I love it. Yes, I love it. Oh, I'm glad it's inspiring. Good. So I think I did that wrong. I just need 2 more. Through here and over, under the back, and up and through. There we are. And one last one. And then I will measure. I'm kind of getting towards the end of my leather, but that's not a bad thing because, again, the snake knot took up a ton of leather, but I'm not wasting anything. Okay, so let me scroll back here or zoom out. You can see what's going on there. Okay. And oh my gosh, you folks are you're making my day. Warming my little beady heart. So nice. Here, my beady little heart, right? So I think this will be about right. I'm going to put on a pony right here to finish it up. And I'm going to macrame a little bit to close that up because I need like this, about this length, I think. Because this, let me line this up with that. That was my macrame right there where my Bollywood started. So yeah, I need just like a little bit of macrame here, right? So this is good. I really like having this little paper template. It's really helping. Let me get my my micro right here. Let me clip this. And thank you, Beverly. Debbie, you might be, Debbie, I think you're watching on our Facebook feed. I think a lot of people are watching on our YouTube channel. So you can jump over to our YouTube. I mean, you can watch it on any of them. But if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see that's where I think the most robust chat usually happens. So if you're really into like the chat portion, hop over to YouTube and you'll see everybody hanging out over there. And we really appreciate our vibrant YouTube community. Well, our whole community, but we really appreciate you YouTube folks. the Facebook platform will not be storing videos any longer. We got that notification from them. So any videos that are over 30 days old, we have to migrate to other platforms, right? So thankfully, almost all the 10 years that we've been doing this, can you believe it? We're going to be honing in on 10 years of live broadcasts, which is crazy to think. But, you know, I'm the pioneer. I'm the OG. We put them on YouTube. So we don't have to worry that if our content leaves Facebook, our videos leave Facebook, you will be able to find all of the archives over not only on our website, but also on our YouTube channel. So very grateful for that. I was an early adopter of YouTube. We have almost 1,000 videos up there, right? From all of our lives and all of our instructional videos. And it's really true, Dawn. All the rowdies hang out on YouTube. Zoe, I was thinking of you the other day because I was looking at your posts on the Panama Pacific group. This is getting really niche right here, niche and friend right here. We both have a deep love for San Francisco history. And I loved your post on the PPIE, the Panama Pacific International Exposition of 1915. Is that right? Yeah. For some reason, all of a sudden I couldn't remember the year. Okay. Yeah, it has come a long way for sure. So let me wrap this around. And I'm going to wrap this around. And yeah, we are just about exactly right here. So I am going to tie that off. Yeah, that's exactly right. 1915, yes. For a moment I was like, what? I'd forgotten. But that's my favorite historical thing, the San Francisco, the Panama Pacific International Exposition. Loved it. Love. Let me zoom in so you can see this. Okay. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to glue down, really glue, like I mean it. And then I'm going to let this sit and then I'll thread burn. But what I'll do here, well, you know what? I'm just going to put this upright because I'm going to need the glue in like a minute anyway. So I'm going to put it over there. So then, yes. So the paper thing, this paper template that I made, if you go and you watch, I think I did it on the first episode. I think it was like the last Wednesday or the last Free Tip Friday in December. And I'll link all of these on the project page. But you'll see how I did it. Essentially what I did was I cut a paper template and I kind of drew all the little sections on here. And the paper template is what fits to my wrist. Okay. So it's there. So, and I did it again with that prairie wrap. Remember this one? When we did it with that, it was the 2025 prairie wrap spruce. That was this one. Okay. So yeah, I love these little paper templates. Yeah. And I wrote it here, Year End Wrap 2025. It's good. Oh, there goes Alfred. He's going out to look at the birdies. So now I'm just going to tie a loop here to close this wrap up like that. I'm going to do this. And I know that was a smart brainwave that I got there. Let's tighten it. I don't want to tighten it too much until I try this button in here. And there's the button fits. So I'm going to go ahead, tighten this up. Okay. And I'm going to come in, and what I like doing is I like adding a little bead to the tail. And I go through twice, so it's a nice, kind of like a small little barrel knot, that kind of double overhand that I like a lot. Okay. Oh, it's great to see everybody here. Hi, Zakaya. Good to see you. And my friends Tim Hilly. Everyone's here. It's the place to be on Wednesdays at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, right? Here. What a worldwide community we've built. Diverse, inclusive. Makes me happy. Again, another little knot here. And tighten. Just like that. Okay. And thank you, Margaret, of course, for your subscription. So please, my friends, if you haven't done so, or if you're new to our channel, or you're just catching us on replay, or this is one of your first times watching, hit that subscription button if you're so inclined. I would love it. You would do me a complete solid for that. I would love that. All right. So let's talk about this section right here. Okay, let me zoom in. This is where, and you have to watch the other one that I did, but this is where I was running out of thread. I was laddering, traditional laddering stitch. I got this far, and then I started over here with the macrame, came down so that these meet kind of in the middle. All right. So now I have to kind of wind these off, kind of weave them in so it's all completed here. Okay. So what I want to do first, I got a little off. Here's that one. That goes up there. Let me get this in here, and I have to get this bring this around. One of these threads came out. So let me get these 4. This is a 4 across pattern. So let me get that there. This is the thread that fell out. So, and this is leather. This is our newest leather. This is the henna. Okay. It's the one that we launched at the beginning of the year. Kind of has that Mocha Mousse Pantone 2025 color of the year about it. So we got it. We just got it back in stock. I think everyone else also thought it was very Pantone color of the year. So it was back ordered for a bit. So see here how both of these, the last leg and this one that I just put in, are right next to each other. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to weave. I may have to put this in a needle, but we'll see. Yeah, let me get a needle for this. Okay, hang on. Hold, please, while you can look at that. I'm going to get a beading needle, a collapsible eye beading needle. And you're going to see why that's so handy. Here's the big eye. Let's see if this big eye will work. I might need a collapsible eye though, but let's see. Let's see how this does. If not, I'll have Miranda grab one for me, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So here, I'm going to go in the row above. I'm going to put my needle through all 4 of these beads. Can you see that? It's kind of hard to see. And then I'm going to get this strand from the section below it and pull it through. Okay. And tighten. It's going to look a little messy until I get control of it. Okay. Now I'm going to get this side from the bottom. So it's not, the needles are different, Marion. So if you go to, we have on Beadshop, we have what we call the Needlepedia, which talks about all of the needles, but this is the big eye flexible needle. The collapsible needle is the smaller, or the big eye collapsible needle. The flexible needle is the one that has the smaller eye. Any of those will work, right? But you need something that has a large enough eye. You just don't want to do like a beading needle, like a size 10 or 12 beading needle, because the eye isn't as big. Here, let me show you. Can you see that? It's kind of hard to see because it's so tiny. Okay. There we go. So now, if you can see, I've woven the 2 threads from down here up to here. Okay. So now I'm going to take the 2 threads from up there and I'm going to weave them down here. Okay. So I'm actually going to turn this around to the back because these are coming out the back. Okay. So let me go through the row below. Here he comes. Here comes the mighty hunter. Here he comes. No stick, though. He's just waddling on through. I put this through right here. Right? And then I use that to pull this thread through. Okay. And I think I'll go down a couple more while this needle is still threaded. So I'll go down this one. And remember, these are the size 10 delicas that I'm using. So the whole size is very generous. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to go down one more. Like that. Okay. Now I'll take this one. Actually, I want to take this side. See how I'm missing a stitch? Can you see that there? There's no side stitch there. Let me see. Let me see if I can. There we go. That might be a little clearer for you. Yeah, Ollie brought in a bird the other day. It was not good. So he's been grounded because birds are friends, not food. So I think he's learned his lesson. We're not letting him out in the morning when the birds are abundant because he's only done that once and we don't want it to become a habit, even though I know it's his natural instinct. But birds are friends, not food. So this goes here. I go through. There it goes, right there. Let me put this back through. And it'll also make that stitch along the side. See right there? And we'll tighten that up. Okay. Now we'll keep going. Like this. There we go. And I'm going to go down one more. Oh, that was a crow. Did you hear that? We also have a lot of crows. We've got a green space in front of us, and there's the crows really set up house there. So now there's that. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to go up a little bit. And then I think I should be able to clip all of this extra thread away. Okay. So yeah, these are Miyuki size 10s. So where's my, here it is. This is the 10-aught. And we are carrying a bunch of really great size 10 mixes and some size 10 single colors. Okay. This one is the honey butter, and there's plenty of beads in here to make this wrap. Okay. But yeah, I loved how this looked. We have a bunch of these in different colors. I really want to experiment with the different colors of the mixes. Sorry, let me get a little zoom in there. Okay, which was the one that I had to I think it's this one that I had to weave. Let me get that big eye. I'm going to go through this row. And see, I'm not winding it around the sides of the leather. I'm just going in like this, right? Like that. No, and Alfie didn't bring a bird. It was Ollie, the baby. Oliver brought in a bird. Alfred is too fat and slow to get a bird. He wouldn't know what to do with a bird if his head. But little Ollie is a natural born killer. That little baby.
That's terrible.
He is. He's a bad boy. But we've curtailed his morning activity, so that's when the birds are most active. Because yeah, that's not happening. Not on our watch. Not to our friends. We haven't built a pesticide-free organic bird and bee oasis for nothing. Gosh darn it. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So now I'm going to come in. I feel like this one wants one more weave. Why not? Just one more. I don't know if this is the official Danielle Wicks hide the knot method. It could be very similar. We were talking about it, and so it could be. I think she was saying that she learned this hide the knot method from me, which I'm very flattered about. Danielle has been such a great supporter of Beadshop from the very beginning of her bead career, which is awesome. Let's get that in there. I'm going to do one more on this side. There we go. Okay. So let's just tighten all of these. Tighten, 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 tighten. Okay. So, I'm going to thread burn these away. Okay. So, let me get my thread burner. And I'll come in and see, now you can't see where they've come together, right? So let's come in and thread burn this away, put my thread on the interior, push the button, and then let the thread burner burn the thread away. You don't want to pull because you'll pull the tip of the thread burner out, right? So you just want to heat it and let gravity do its thing. We'll do the same thing over here. I think Alfred went in for his midday nap. I know, right? That's what we should all be doing. Juice box and a nap.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right here. All right. Do I have any left? Oh, I have this one. So this is probably, let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty set. Though if this weren't demo days and it was real jewelry making days, I'd let this sit a little longer, but I'm just going to come in. So no, YouTube will not delete the videos. Facebook is deleting videos after 30 days old in groups or pages and groups. I don't know about personal videos, right? But YouTube is going nowhere. Don't worry. Nothing's getting deleted there. It's Facebook that is doing it. Janice is asking about Alfred's weight. He clocks in at about 30 pounds.
Why is she asking about his weight?
Right? About 30, I think.
He was big chungus.
Yeah, he's big chungus. He's a big boy. But his paws and everything, he's just a giant boy, right? Okay, so put the lid back on and let me scoot out back here. Scoot back with the camera because I think, my friends, I can literally call this a wrap.
Literally.
Okay. So here's this. And we're going to come around and around and around like this. Get that button in there. Sorry, I've got to get it in my field of vision. Sorry, I got to get it closer to me. Pulling my arm out of the shot so I can get this bracelet closed. Hang on. Okay, I know. Dead camera error. Horrible. There we go. So this is in. Almost in. My fingers don't want to cooperate today. You get that? There we go. Now I'll just arrange it so it's nice and perfect. Yes, fits perfectly. Right? Look at that. And I really like the addition of this knotted section. It's delicate, but it also has some heft to it as well. Look at how nice that looks. I'm pretty pleased with it. Right? It's really good. Yeah, really happy about it. Let me take it off so you can see what it looks like. And you could make this, if you wanted this more wraps, right? This is just a 3 wrap. But I used 4 yards, and with this snake knot, you really eat up a lot of the leather. So if you wanted to do more wraps but have a bunch of snake knot, I would add another couple of yards. Okay, at least. So let me make this a pretty picture for you for screenshots. Okay. The bird likes it too. I think the mockingbird's super into it. Okay. So here's this. Ready for a screenshot. Like that. Maybe that, you can see that. Let me get this mess over here. Just so you can see all the ingredients. I've got a few of these left. Oh, and you know what? I had one of those little wire wrapped things here that I didn't put on, but I could add, this is just wire wrapped with one of those little symbols ends. So I could just get myself a little jump ring and put that on. That would look good. Here's the remainder of those shadows beads. There's quite a few shadows left. Here is the micro seal-on. I think I use cocoa, maybe. I don't know. Use the color you like. It's on the list for the project list on Beadshop. And then we used the that honey butter. Let me get a little tighter in here and it'll be screenshot time. There we go. That looks good. There we go. And so you really only need those few bead ingredients. You can go ahead and switch that up with regular shadow, or these are regular shadows. You can switch them up with little shadows if you wanted. This is the 1.5. Let me see what I used. Let me just see here. I should have put this. I'll put this back on the home page, so it's easy to find. But this is under Year End Wrap, and I'll change the thumbnail to show the finished one. But this one's called Mocha Mousse. I use the 1mm. Sorry, here. And the seal-on, this is medium brown. This is the color I used. But I use the 1mm. So if you want to pop up to the 1.5 and make it a little heftier, you could. This is the 10-aught in the Delica. So you don't need a lot, but just make sure if you're doing this, you're using the micro. The fine seal-on would be too thick for the lettering. Okay. I think it's really fun. Yes. Any cat pictures, send them over to info.
Yes, please.
Yep, you bet. Send them. Send them. Kitty or pet or whatever. Whatever pet you have. Doesn't have to be a kitty.
Iguana.
That's right. Yeah, iguana, send it. I also wanted to show you this. This is what I'm going to try and get done for Friday. So we'll see if I'm successful. Here is, on Saturday we did the this wrap. I had this special mix that I did for you folks that you snapped up. So we have sold out of this. It was really fun. I'm going to show you how to finish this off. So I've got to stitch like I mean it, but I'm getting there, right? We did this with, you can check last week's Saturday Stitch-In, but I did it with the this Gatsby mix that I made for you. And I added some of these Miyuki spacers, and I'm going to add some more pearls. So I'm going to do more of that. Okay. And it's going to go in the cuff, the channel cuff. Where did the channel cuff go? It was sitting here a second ago. I thought it was. Can you grab me a...
Is it in the photo box?
No, I don't see it. I think I need a big one. I'm not sure what happened to it. Would you grab me a larger one?
The wide one?
Yeah, the wide.
Please.
Please. Please and thank you.
you.
So I'm really happy with this. So I want to do this on Friday. So hopefully I'll get it done, but it's going to go in this channel. I'm really excited about it. And again, this is just a kind of melange with no real rhyme or reason to it, but it's super relaxing to stitch on. We are, so there's that screenshot. Hopefully you can get a screenshot there. I'll get my hands out of it. Oh, and good to know, Janice is saying the cuff for Emily's project will be back in stock in a couple of days, which is great. So keep your eye on it and put yourself on the notification list for it. Okay. We are going to do some more embellishing like this, I know that a lot of you folks want sequins, some different things. I'm also going to revisit an old technique from my past, which is the tambour bead embroidery. So I'm trying out some things like that. So we are going to do some really fun embellishing. I want to put together some sequin kits and stuff for you. I've got some fun vintage sequins that are burning a hole in my pocket, so I need to get those together for you. But all in good time, my friends. We're just keeping busy, rolling new things out for you. So yes, Janice is sourcing. So we are sourcing also some really interesting some kind of interesting fabrics that we're going to do. Oh, Jan, it's good to know you're just looking into tambour. It's such a fun project. It's so much fun to do, and it beads up so quickly. So we'll have some of that stuff. I'll do my first sequins drop. I've been hoarding these for years, so I'll share those with you. And then I've got another stitch-in patch coming. So yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to have fun times. Keep our hands busy, right? So that'll do it, my friends. Let me get this up here too. So I'll be putting a project map up for this one so you can see it on the website. Stay tuned to all of the upcoming. I love how so many of you have a tambour kit. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. That's great. Stay tuned to the newsletters, my friends, while from now through the weekend. There's going to be some fun drops. Remember, on Sunday, my mom's journals will drop at noon Pacific time. Saturday, we've got Janice's monthly mix. We've named it Alice after Alice Walker because Janice used the color purple as her movie inspiration for this. So it's so delicate and beautiful, just like the movie and the book. And I'm going to have some other drops that are coming up in preparation for Janice and I doing part 2 of our pearl knotting masterclass. So, so much. Yeah, let me give you another little peek. Right. One of my favorite books, and I haven't seen the movie remake, but the first one is one of my favorites. But it's just such a delicate, beautiful mix, right? Just gorgeous. So yeah, the masterclass is coming up on Wednesday. So lots of stuff going on. So I'm going to sign off because we've got a lot of work to do here. Got to get things going. I need to lounge in my chair for just one more minute, have a little more coffee, and then I'm on it. No, the monthly mix always drops on the 1st. So I think March 1st is Saturday. So we have a bunch of it. It sells out quickly, but tune into your newsletter. It'll drop on midnight on the 1st. Okay. So that's that for you folks. Thank you. As always, you can find us on all of the socials, all over the internet. You can hit us up at info@beadshop.com for questions. We're all over the internet at beadshop.com. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button over on YouTube if you're watching live or on the replay so you never miss one of our broadcasts. As well as hit us up on Facebook at the Bead Table on our Facebook group. It's such a wonderful, vibrant, and welcoming group over there. We really appreciate all of you posting your projects there. Post your projects over on Insta and give us a tag at Beadshop so we can repost and share those things out. And of course, we've got a lot of inspiration over on our Pinterest pages. So as always, my friends, thank you so much. I will see you Friday for our next live broadcast. We appreciate that support. And those of you, you're placing orders and you're sticking with us. So we really, really appreciate you. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.